now we're on to a bit of chest opening. So pressing through the hands and coming back into a tabletop position. And then with your toes tucked under, beginning to arch the lower back, bend at the elbows and bringing your chest and chin down to the floor so that your butt's in the air and your hands, chest and chin are pressing against the floor. Your knees are on the floor, your toes are tucked under against the floor. Then slide your legs back and bring the tops of your feet to the floor. Hands are still underneath the shoulders. Now begin to press into the hands and pull them back towards you, pulling the shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades together, opening across the chest. So you're really engaging down the whole of the posterior chain, engaging through the glutes, pressing the pubic bone into the mat and drawing it up slightly towards the lower ribs to protect the lower back, pressing firmly through the tops of the feet into baby cobra, and then lowering down, forehead to the mat, pressing through the hands, bending the knees and beginning to tuck the toes under, drawing the hands back. Bum comes down to sit on the feet, drawing the hands back behind you to the floor and just opening the chest here. So you're sitting down on the tops of your heels. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can drop the the back of your feet to the floor so that you're actually just sitting on your heels there and open from there rather than having the toes tucked under. And then we're going to come forwards again, so coming back into a tabletop, tucking the toes under, bending the elbows so that the toes, the knees, the hands, the chin, the chest are all on the floor, and then sliding the feet back, tops of the feet to the floor, hands under the shoulders, pressing through the palms of the hands, drawing them backwards, as though by drawing them backwards, by drawing the elbows backwards, you're drawing the chest through and forwards, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening across the chest. And then forehead back down, pressing through the hands, knees bend, tucking the toes or leaving them flat, dropping the bum down to the heels, drawing the hands back and behind you to arch the back and open the chest. And then coming back forwards, dropping the chin and the chest to the floor, bending the elbows backwards. And then feet slide back, drawing the elbows back, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, engaging the glute muscles, pressing down through the pubic bone for baby cobra, opening across the chest, and then dropping the forehead down, pressing through the hands, bending the knees, keeping the tops of the feet down or tucking the toes under. And this time you can either drop your bum back to your heels again and open up, or this time you can begin to bring your hips up so that your hips come above your knees, and you can drop your hands to the heels and pressing the hips forward, engaging the glute muscles, opening across the chest here. And if you want, dropping the head backwards, or you could keep the head up if that feels more comfortable. Whatever works for you today. And then dropping the bum back to the heels and sliding forwards again into that cobra. So bending the elbows, dropping the chin and the chest down, arching the back so that the butt's in the air, sliding the feet back and coming to lie on your front. Then bringing the right hand out. So it's in a kind of cactus. So the elbow is bent, and then we're going to turn to the left. And you can drop the left foot behind you. Use the left hand to support you. This is quite a strong stretch across the chest. You can lay your head on the floor. If it feels too strong, Just bring your elbow down a little bit, or just don't roll as far. Whatever feels right for you today. And then coming back onto your front, bringing the other elbow and hand into this kind of 90-degree cactus, elbow slightly above the line of your shoulder, and then pressing into the right hand, beginning to roll towards the right hand side of the room, dropping the right toe behind you, resting the head on the floor, and feeling the stretch across the chest on the left. And then coming back down, pressing through the hands, drawing the palms back, drawing the elbows back, drawing the chest up, keeping pubic bone pressing against the mat, engaging the glutes, and then pressing back into a child's pose, knees wide, sitting back on the heels. Hands can be in front of you or down by your sides, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And just taking 3 big breaths here. And then when you're ready, coming back to a seated position. Thank you very much for joining me for this movement series.